That nigga is following who I'm following. I don't have to screenshot that. I just can see it. And that's some pimp shit. That's some pimp shit.
Get me Phil Newkirk, would you? Alright.
Thank you.
I want you to stay. Yeah. Well, the drop is up 33% on those 58 machines. It's gonna make your bottom line about 250. Right? Okay. I got an MBA for this. That's what this business has come to. Cost analyzing every slot machine.
What's an MBA?
An MBA is a degree.
Hi, in here!
Yeah. Excuse me.
Hey! What's going on?
If I ever hear anything like this again, you're out of here.
Zach, nothing happened.
Yeah, something happened.
She's jumping to conclusions, Zach.
If it happens again to anybody, you're gonna jump to your conclusion without your golden parachute. You owe her an apology.
No, me, I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, fine. Let's go.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Here's some juice on 3 and 4.
An MBA is a degree you pick up in college. It's mostly worthless in the real world.
Okay, let's get an audio check.
You go for it, don't you?
Yeah, I tried to.
Showtime.
That's for sure.
Blake, bring those back up.
Phil, you dumb fuck, get back up here, would you? I know.
It sucks because I realize if these niggas want to fuck you and you don't want to fuck them, and you don't let them fucking free, they're just gonna rape you till you bleed. Yo, you remember that pimp I used to date? No, I didn't know he was a pimp. I knew he did. At this point, like it's 2023. Like at some point, niggas done did some shit. But I didn't know he was a pimp though. Like I had no. He ain't like come out the box and be like, oh yeah, big pimping over here. But I just didn't know, and I didn't meet him in the street. I met him at work, so he ended up coming to my job. Like he was a customer, and I was just working. So I didn't know what he did, but he stopped, and he just kept staring at me like so fucking weird, like trying to, I don't know, figure out the vocabulary of like what to say to me, because I remember he just kept sitting there, and I was like, can I help you? And then he had like this. He had this mohawk. Oh, it was so cute. He had this mohawk, and he was real skinny. He was real skinny. And at that time, that's what I was into. Now I'm not. But, this was like so ancient. And I'm just like, alright, I'm open to whatever. Because, I'm always looking for love. So back then, it was a wrong love. Like it wasn't love at all. I don't know, I was looking for somebody, I guess. But anyway, how I found out. So after a few weeks, we was kicking it. I was living in a whole different place, and he would come and visit me, and I'm like, oh, he's so sweet, blah blah blah. He actually genuinely, I still know his family. Like I actually genuinely, he was a good person to me, but he was just he had a bad character. That's really what it boils down to. So he's like, hey, you wanna go out tonight? So back then I think I still am, but I was really a driving girl back then. Like I love the drive-in. Like, you take me to the drive-in, boy, we might not watch the movie, but we gonna have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we might watch the movie, but you get to watch multiple movies and you get to do whatever you want in your car as long as you got the right car. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So, I think he was going to the drive-in. So he picked me up, and it was like real late, and he was like, yo, we gotta make like a quick stop, right? So I'm like, okay, like, okay. So naive, so oblivious back then. Like, I was just like this girl that really was looking into this big bad wolf world and didn't know shit from shit, and didn't really have protection, didn't really have it. Like, I just kind of had to like navigate through that shit and hope for the best. And sometimes I got fucked up, sometimes I didn't, but for the most part I didn't get fucked up. Like, for the most part, most guys really had good intentions for me. So even though they were like bad people, they knew the type of person I was, and they knew kind of like not to do stuff to me. And honestly, even the people that did do stuff to me, they end up in a better situation. So it was really like, you kind of had to know who you kind of got to know your energy. So anyway, we go to this gas station. It's like an off-brand gas station truck stop, right? And, you know, as I said, being naive, I'm in my own world, minding my own business. I'm on a date, just kind of going with the flow. So he pull up to the tank, and I'm thinking he getting gas. Like, what else am I supposed to be thinking? So he on the phone, texting or whatever, and he get out the car, he pump a little gas, he get in the car. He don't crank the car. We just sitting there. So I'm like, okay, so he on the phone, doing whatever. And I'm just being quiet in my own, just looking out the window. People watching. So I see this girl, like maybe on the other side of the truck stop. Like, we at the tank, but she on like where the trucks are. So she's a thick, light-skinned girl. Honestly, she looks very similar to me at that time, and I didn't think nothing of it. I just saw her. So she was talking to this guy in the pickup, in the truck, in the 18-wheeler. She was talking to him, and she walks around the 18-wheeler and gets in the truck. And as I said, this was all new to me. So now I'm just like, yo, when I see shit like this, I'm like, oh. So she gets in the truck, and you can see through the window, like where I'm sitting in the car, you can see straight through the window. So I see her head. Then I don't. It literally just, her head disappears. Her body disappears. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, as I said, minding my own business. I just go back to him and be like, okay, are you ready yet? So he was like, we gotta wait. And I'm like, I'm not putting two and two together at all. So we sit there, baby. I don't know, 10 minutes, maybe. I really don't know. Not long. This girl gets out the truck, and I see her walking towards the car we're in. And then he starts talking to me about something, but his tone changes. Like, his undertone changes. Like, whatever he was talking about was more serious than whatever it was. But it wasn't, the subject matter wasn't serious. The tone was serious. And I was like, this girl is still walking towards his car. I don't know what he was saying anymore because I was being distracted by the girl, which is bad. Like, when you're with that person, when you're with somebody like that, you need to listen to what they're saying, not pay attention to what other people are doing. So the girl is finally at my window. She's standing, the windows are up, and she's standing outside my window, not even his window, my window. And I turn my head, and he's like, yo, like, I'm still talking to you. And I look at him, and I'm like, this girl outside my window, like, what you want me to do? He was like, she can wait. I'm talking to you. She can wait. And I'm like, what? So he finished whatever he has to say or whatever. I don't know. And he rolls down my window, and she's like, hi. And I look at her, and I'm like, hey. And she hands him a wad of cash. Like, at that time, I don't think I've ever seen a wad of cash so big. Like, at that time. So I was like, yeah. And he was like, he looked at it, he kind of flipped through it, and she was like, I'll be back. He was like, we about to go to the movies, I'll be back. And literally rolled up my window, she walked off, and he drove off. And never, and I don't know if like at the time, you know, Ashanti song like Foolish was out yet, the intro like, what do you do? Construction. I don't know if that was out yet, but that was very much that scene. It was very much that scene of like, what do you do? And I don't even think I ever asked. I think I just eventually figured it out.
For looking out for me. It was so nice of you to recommend me to Phil. What are friends for? Right?
I know that nigga hear me. He probably listen to me in his earphones. So nobody can tell that he's listening to me. That nigga probably listen to me in his car on the way home. Take me out of his search bar. Try to control alt delete my ass. That nigga hear me. What's he gonna do? Keep listening.
I'm gonna mock you to suicide. Maybe I can teach your daughter some pride. Cause it clearly doesn't run in her bloodline.
One friend say go to a rage room and a gun range. Let that shit out. Another friend is like, do you think it's worth just talking to that person? And I'm like, nah, because that person knows. That person very well knows. Like, I know him better than he knows himself knows. I know he knows that I know. You feel me? So, since they said get it out, I got, I mean, I'm back in therapy for the same shit. I can't afford therapy no more. It was eating me alive. All right. To my most prized demon, my child is not on the table for gifts. To my most prized demon, you are not on the guest list. To my most prized demon, since you like sing-alongs, here are well-written lyrics for your ears to hear, and you can stay in the hell by yourself, the one you tried to create for me. I don't trust you, I don't love you, I only acknowledge you because I know the devil exists. Because if he didn't, we'd be friends, and I'd still be abused by your shit. You have problems, I don't want issues, my kid won't get. To my most prized demon, stealing my peace is unforgivable. In the spirit world is why you'll never be free from the gates of hell, cursed for eternity. Congrats for your successfully inherited generational wealth. To my most prized demon, riots and why you look at a double-sided mirror in a certain way and it's always see-through. To my most prized demon, unlike your crazy view, if something happened to you, I cannot offer to take your offspring, and they cannot inherit the materialistic things that would mean nothing to them except the lies you have to associate with them to explain why you even have them. To my most prized demon, you curse yourself. I don't take your energy, I'm not accountable for that. Keep your own misery. To my most prized demon, I and you can't break me. And the fact that you even tried with bold lies, eyes on sinful prize, your prayers were genuine. And that's why good always shines. To my most prized demon, I'm not worried because I know karma is real and I had the breath of death. Yes, I know how to kill. To my most prized demon, try to use weakness as a trap to mock my words with the smartness you lack. Try. Be mad, nigga. Mr. Con Man, Mr. Fuck You, Mr. I recorded, I want to hurt you. To my most prized demon, how does embarrassment turn into humiliation? From my experience, it's the kids that reflect the environment they're fed, mister. God knows. He ain't done yet. Trust me, it's the process of death. Evil never dies, it just mummifies.
Buried in the pyramid you probably still haven't visited.
To my most prized demon, just so you're not confused, this is the message just for you. I write in the dark where I see you. I'm glad you don't think you're smarter than me, and you have my best interest for me, because everything you prayed for, you received. To my most prized demon, I have skills and a talent via a finished and paid for degree. I went to some doctors in the gym and became a better version of me. I pray for wisdom and clarity, and no matter how sick I was, good never left me. To my most prized demon, you physically are no match. For my female generational spirit, I can whisper or scream. I know who I am. To the most prized demon, no matter what you keep from me, I'd rather have nothing than the demon you have inside of you that wants to hurt me. To my most prized demon, to my most prized demon, I see why you have no shame. You just do what monsters do. But me too. But I just have better character than you do.
I hope you take the therapist's advice. Side note, you 85
That's why you never loan money to a fool. You can't pay me back with money that's mine. Still in debt, and no one owes you. To my most prized demon, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Illuminati style. You can sell your own soul on a 3-way call. Sign my name again and you'll see the lessons my parents, the Marines, taught me in the basement. We'll find out if they work. Ashes to ashes, dirt to dirt. There's no reason to be scared of me because I'm full of transparency and questions, and I have answers them honestly, unlike you victimized family. To my most prized demon, thanks for your support. Since you're responsible for me, here is the cause and effect of your double-edged sword. Keep the firearms. You need protection more. To my most prized demon, this ain't over. This is just a warning. There's going to
to your person, you're a
my most prized demon. Manipulation won't get you out of this one. And I don't want to see what it looks like when a monster has to face bigger demons. These secrets don't hide, lies don't die, and demons never keep what they cherish. Good luck in your toxic marriage to my most prized demon. Your attempts are just pathetic, and that ain't nothing scary to my most prized demon. The question you really should have asked, what's a mother's death feel like to me? Just so you know, it's like a guillotine, and your nightmares become your daydreams. Demon, I'm going to talk about you for the rest of your life. No, you cannot see and hear my real position. It can't be rocked by no fuck nigga. But his one lie made him eat himself to death. He did love me like he could. Bet the Grim Reaper don't care when it's time to collect. Probably when he died of a heart attack. Isn't that ironic? Post body, nobody. Except the niggas I'm about to body. Tag 'em, bag 'em, bury 'em. Look up, double jeopardy. If you feel salty, tag 'em, smack 'em, laugh at 'em when they do you wrongly. Every man out for themselves, looking stupid, looking faulty. That legally insane shit for the birds. You need to call your mommy. Try to trap me, embarrassment turns into humiliation. Like la-di-da-di, arrogance so high. Did you pop a molly? Sad thing is, I wasn't even surprised. That's what happens to bitch ass niggas that start to rise. I just got referred. I'ma call you B.A.N.S. Bitch ass niggas, I'ma call you B.A.N.S. Bitch ass niggas, you ain't my friend. You ain't even a friend to your own friend. I'ma let you fill in the blank. Call him Hangman. War is ran. But that's what bands be thinking. That's what bands be dreaming. That's why these bands be scheming. I know you better than you. That's why bands go missing. Shoulda have gave these lyrics to my nigga. Like he would have spit on it and made it spiritual. How you got a hole in the front when it should be in the back? Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you disrespectfully. Directly down the middle in the back. You getting all the clout you deserve, my nigga. Like the bank burner. Like the back burner, I'ma let it sizzle. Like that fat I had, I'ma let it jiggle. Like the support you gave, I'ma give a giggle. Ha ha. Like the icing on the cake, I'ma let it drizzle. I got a journal for you too. Look out for the missile. Ask about my body count again. It's gonna look like you pulled your own.
You see, darling, Guess we're done.